Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Los Angeles Havik. Welcome back to another installment of the story of Lay. It's the time where I bring you a little bit deeper, help you get to know me better as an artist and a creative, and as a human being. And today's installment is going to be a little bit different, but I promise it'll make sense if you've been here for a good little bit. We're going to be talking about music and gaming. Why am I talking about music and gaming? Maybe it's my destiny.
It's not a metaphor, guys.
Okay, that was probably terrible. If you got to laugh, then my job is done. But more to the point, we're going to be talking about how destiny really kind of helped me rediscover my true love of creating. I went through a very big period of burnout between like 2016 and I'd say probably before then, probably like around into 2015 all the way through to 2018. And in that moment, I was doing a lot musically, especially in 2016 in particular, and nothing ever really felt like enough. I was doing all the things that you would think would make me feel happy-go-lucky. I was doing multiple shows that year. I put out an album. People loved it. And overall, I was doing very well for myself. You know, I booked some independent gigs. I booked one of the shows I did was my first like actual booking where I booked all the artists myself and everything. And so I learned that part of the business. So I was doing good. And I was having a hard time feeling like any of it mattered because it didn't feel like it mattered. And at that time, I didn't really know even what burnout was. I just know that at some point, music just felt more like work than it did fun. And that just wasn't going to work. It didn't work for me. And throughout that, the constant was Destiny. I was playing Destiny. My friend got it for me as like a Christmas gift, 2016. My friend Brandy got it for me. I was playing it. I had my clan. I had my friends, we would run raids together, Crucible, everything. And it was just so much fun. It made me feel so good. And just, it was something that was missing for me. It's something that had been missing for a while. And I didn't really realize how much it was missing. And like, it's funny because I would have points where I would literally get upset that I didn't have time to play because I felt like I had to work on music, because music was the thing that I needed to do. Not that I wanted to do it, right? Because I want to make music, right? But music didn't feel fun enough for me to want to do it, but I still felt like I needed to do it. And that was a problem. That was a problem because music didn't feel fun anymore. It just felt like a means to an end. That's weird. That's wild saying it out loud. Please excuse my dog. That being said, I took a break. I still wrote and everything like that, but I didn't record for a good little while. And then I recorded something. I wrote Daylight. And I had a moment where, for the first time in a long time, I actually felt in the mood to record. I felt in the mood to create and make music. And I mean, you could go listen to the song for yourself if you like. When I finished the song and I mixed it and everything, I started showing it to people. I was still kind of in this mindset of like, is this good? And I showed it to my wife. I showed it to Secrets and some other people, and the reaction was such a big reaction. Like, people wasn't reacting to my shit like that, and I was like, there has to be something different about this. And I realized that I was just able to pour everything into that song, and I didn't really care about anything else when it came to Daylight, right? I just made the song. Now, the concept behind Daylight and all that, that's a story for another day. But that was only a part of it, because even though I had gotten to a point where I had realized, okay, this is the zone I need to be in to create, right? I had lost so much confidence in pursuing music. And I just, I kind of just chilled, I just kind of let it be. And I was healing, I think, over time. Eventually, I obviously continued to play Destiny, And when Forsaken came out, and specifically not just Forsaken, but the Season of the Drifter, and when we were on the eve of the Season of the Drifter, that is what really kind of like, I don't know, a light bulb went off. I was like, I feel like I can do something with this. And that was when I started making skits. The first skit I made was, it was Caden and I having a dialogue about Zavala not really responding properly to Cade's death, or in our opinion, properly, right? And that was the start of me making my skits. But then I also made Gambit on my mind. Gambit's a game mode in Destiny. For those of you that don't necessarily game, it's a PvE mode where you're basically on a team and you're racing another team essentially to kill monsters, summon a boss, and the first team to burn their boss down wins. Now, in its initial iteration, there was a little bit more to it than that, but that was the general premise, right? I loved Gambit. And Season of the Drifter was coming around, and they were bringing a new version of Gambit called Gambit Prime. And I thought, yeah, I can make a song about this. I can make a song about Gambit. I'm pretty sure I can. So I wrote Gambit on my mind. And I had heard Murder on My Mind, and it just clicked, like, I wake up in the morning, I got Gambit on my mind, and I literally wrote the shit, you know what I mean? I just started writing things. I started thinking about all the different elements to Gambit and, what I was working on at the time, my quest for Breakneck, trying to essentially reset my infamy rank to get the Ghost Shell and get the title, get the Dredgen title, put all that in there. And I did it. I made the song. I did the thing. And then I played Gambit with no HUD on to get the footage. But it was just fun. It was fun. I didn't realize it at that particular time. It took me still a little bit longer, but I'd say that's when I kind of started to fall back in love with music again. I think recording Daylight, getting Daylight out, reminded me of what my process needed to be like, what zone I needed to be in to record, right? But Gambit on My Mind and Destiny made me rediscover just how fun creating and being creative can be. And I will always be grateful. I know the state of the game, all the current event shit with Bungie and the layoffs and stuff kind of make things difficult. But as an experience, as a game, as a way for me to escape the day-to-day bullshit and even just getting out of my head sometimes, kicking it with my friends and just shooting shit and just having a good time. That's why Destiny helped me really kind of rediscover my love of creating and how it brought me full circle back to music and back to this point now where I can be consistent, deliver content, whether it's gaming content or music content, and I feel like I'm ranting and rambling on. I hope that this has been insightful, I guess. It feels good to get it out and to share it. We are definitely going to be keeping the train moving. I'm not stopping until I take over the planet. So I'm really enjoying helping you guys get to know me in all my facets. I've had a goal for a long time to kind of bring everything under one house, so to speak. And while I do have a channel for the gaming content, so this channel can be primarily music, skits, and, stuff like this. That said, those things are still a part of who I am. And so it feels good to share those stories with you and share how they became such a big part of who I am and what I do. And I appreciate you so much for being here and even giving this video the time of day to sit and listen to. I know this one went on for a little bit. It's a lot of talking. So if you made it this far, thank you so much. You're a trooper. I appreciate you very much. If you like the video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. It's a little bit, but it does go a very long way in terms of helping the channel grow. And I just really appreciate it. If you want to see more and stay up to date with the story of Lay or other music releases or things of that sort, please hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. I have a lot coming. I've got the Angels and Heathens EP dropping with my boy Sin very soon. January 19th is the tentative release date. I have something planned for February. But to hold you over, my boy Rain just dropped his LP, his very first solo album, Raindrops. So that's available on all platforms. So that's linked below. Myself and all my Havik brothers are on it. So if you really want to support the camp, support the team, support my boy Rain, and check out that album, you can get it. You can order a hard copy from havicmusic.com, or you can check it out on your preferred streaming platform. Do all of it, but that's just me asking. For the real ones. But until next time, friends, we will see you. Same late time, same late channel.